I just couldn't do anything else but think about these children and think about what was happening to them. I had fallen in love with them. I was concerned about them. I was worried about them. Where were they going to get food? Where were they going to get clothing? They had nothing. And yet they were the most joyous human beings I'd ever met in my life. I wanted to volunteer in East Africa and kind of stretch myself on a more global level, and landed in Kenya on my 50th birthday. The founder of the home I was placed in was excessively corrupt. If I left money for children for food when I left, that food was never given to them. The food was taken and given to, the owner took it for herself, and the children suffered. They suffered greatly, and the more that I kept going back, the more I would see that these children were not getting what they needed. I had donors that would specifically say to me, "We'll give you $300, can you leave maize meal and some beans for the children?" Absolutely. I did exactly what they wanted me to do. And, that wouldn't get to the children. So I decided to make a surprise appearance on one trip. And I had 2 weeks prior, I had sent money over to Tony to make sure that the kids had money, because he would send me an SOS occasionally and say, "Simmie, we need food. The kids have nothing." So I made a surprise visit, and I found the kitchen empty. They call it the store. The store was empty. There was nothing in it. So I approached her, and I said, "Well, what happened to all the food that I provided 2 weeks ago? I have receipts. I have pictures of it being delivered. Where is this food?" She couldn't answer me, so she got very hostile. That was usually the end result of any kind of conversation with her. It's not easy for a woman, much less a white woman, to do any work in Kenya. You're constantly faced with walls to climb over. Women are really not revered as part of their culture, and children are even less so. So, it took me a long time to learn that when I was fighting for the justice for these children, I had to be really careful about the way I couched things and the way that I fought for justice. There were people in the government who tried to have me deported. They accused me of sex trafficking. They accused me of molesting the children. They made all sorts of accusations just to try to get me out of the picture. They wanted the funds, but they didn't want me involved. So I got tired of all the corruption, the abuse, the injustice. I fought on every level for these children, and I wasn't going anywhere. And finally, this man who is now with me now, his name is Tony. He's been with me for about 5 years. He said to me, "My wife and I have a plot of land. Why don't we just give you the land and you can open your own home?" We purchased that lot of land, and we purchased another lot of land this past January. So now we're at a full acre. And my next step is to build a community center / hospital. Now, hospital sounds huge, but a hospital in Kenya could be, like a portion of this room. We want to build something for our children and the community, because we're so remote and getting medical help is very, very difficult. So I'm orchestrating doctors in a local hospital to come out on a weekend basis, and then we'll have an educational center for our children and the community. 100% of all donations to Watoto World go to the children. 100%. I'm very proud of that, because that's not the ordinary. That's not ordinary at all. So any kind of administrative, my legal, my accounting, my flights, my stay over there, those are all paid personally. So 100% goes to those kids. To take these children out of these horrific situations and to give them this opportunity, to give them the basic human needs, the basic human entitlements, and to watch them thrive, it's like, you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. And it's so fantastic because they're so joyous about it. They're so grateful. I'm Simmie Eisenberg, and I am the founder and director of Watoto World, Inc., which was founded in 2012, and we serve underprivileged orphan children in East Africa, in Kenya in particular.